This might be the nicest dog park in all of Vancouver. But today we're not just taking my dog Louie for a walk, I'm also testing out my new Lumix S9 camera with the 18 to 40 mil lens. So I'm just gonna walk around there for half hour, 40 minutes, take some shots, do a little bit of vlogging, test a few of the features out, and should be a nice day. So let's go. For specs today, I'm going to be shooting on 4K 422 at 30 frames per second, and I have the in-body stabilization, and I also have the electronic e-stabilization, man, I can't pronounce that, on normal mode. I've seen in some reviews there's been some, kind of jello effect and warping with e-stab, so we'll see how it performs down here. This right now is me handheld with one arm, the other one holding Louie. We got the train going by, freaking airplane, dog in front of me barking, so this will be a good test of the sound quality. So we'll see how it does. Normally I would wear like a wireless mic, but just giving her today, see how the camera functions. We'll make our way down to the ocean here and get some B-roll shots. Okay, so this is handheld, walking at 40 mil. It's going to be at f6.3. Already making some friends. Very excited to see how this footage looks. So like I mentioned in the car, how nice of a dog park is this? It's got all those islands out there, right along the ocean here. No fence, look at that, we got a big barge out there right now getting pushed by a towboat. Actually, there's two towboats. Like, what dog park can you go to where you can watch tugboats go to work on a big barge? Got mountains, ocean, trees, trails. Pretty tough to beat. This is unreal. Definitely worth putting up with the rain. Eh? I'm just at the beginning of the park still, so I'm going to make my way to the end. It's only about half hour round trip from there and back, I guess, depending how often Louie goes swimming and how much time we spend messing around here. But I did want to just mention one thing that I forgot to say was I'm also shooting on continuous autofocus with subject tracking on, and so far it seems like it's done a pretty good job. And I like this 18 mil distance, seems perfect, not too wide or too tight. If I hold my hand out a little further, then I can really get a lot of the scenery in. I'm not shooting on full manual or anything. I have ISO on auto, and I have the guess what would be the white balance? Yeah, the white balance is just set on to cloudy or daylight, so we'll see how this footage looks after. And again, this is me walking handheld with electronic stabilization and in-body, so let's just do a quick, see if we're getting much of that warping jello effect. Hopefully not, because I picked this up instead of the Pocket 3. We're just coming down to this first dog beach area, so we definitely need to try out some of that 60 frame per second slow motion at 4K. I have now officially made it to the end of the park, and I'll give you a look here. So you can see Louie's soaking wet from swimming. And actually, I don't know if you can see way out there, there's a mountain peak with a little bit of snow up at the top. Wow, the lighting is so much nicer coming off the ocean if I walk backwards. But we are headed back to the truck, and that is a wrap on my walk in the dog park slash camera review. Probably not the most in-depth camera review you've seen before, but anyways, it's more for me just to get out with the dog, hike, take some photos and videos, and see how I like it compared to iPhones and other cameras I've seen out there. So yeah, I guess a little wrap up. I really like it so far. It looks really nice. The picture looks great, even just for a kit lens. That 18 to 40 range is perfect for vlogging. You're getting a tiny bit of that bokeh background blur when all the settings and everything is kind of, the lighting and everything hits just right and you're close enough to the camera. But yeah, you get a lot in scene. Stabilization seems good. Battery life is okay. I'm still at 3/4 of a battery left, and it's super lightweight and portable, which is exactly what I was looking for. I'm excited to keep making videos with this. So